What is up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be making a continuation of the last video, which got so much positive reception from all of you guys that I just had to make this video to talk about the best lift, arguably, for the biceps, other than the lift that I showed. Obviously, the lift that I showed is great, it's fantastic, I'm going to upload it tonight. But there's another lift that your boy Dr. Mike Israetel came up with that is actually really great and that I've used to great success. And it is not the lying dumbbell curl that you guys were so big on, that you guys had to come into my comment section and defend with your lives. You had to talk about my results, even though we both know that I'm bigger than those people, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to talk about the Dr. Idiot curl, the greatest lift, and that's right, it's called the Dr. Idiot curl.
Thing where people name exercises after themselves. I mean, they've been doing that for years, but like you'll see slide modification in an exercise and it's like the Dr. Pat
Oh yeah,
curl.
this is the Dr. Idiot curl. No, wait. Yeah,
Yeah, so there you have it. It's the Dr. Idiot curl, and it is a great lift. It's just this, just this, and it's really great, even though you think it's just a normal curl, but it's not. And I'll explain why. For example, when you're out here, the distance between the elbow and the hand is this far, and this far. Versus a regular curl where the weight you can't see it with a camera, but the weight is directly underneath the elbow at the bottom. And this is not ideal because there's no tension. One, there's no tension at the bottom when the arm is parallel to the cable, it's parallel to gravity, it's directly underneath the load. But right here, it's not directly underneath the elbow. It's not directly underneath the shoulder, which is where the bicep also inserts, right? Or originally, whatever. So it doesn't come underneath the elbow. It doesn't come underneath the shoulder. It doesn't have no tension the way that an incline curl has no tension at the bottom, supposedly. The way a barbell curl has no tension, supposedly. The way spider curls, dumbbell curls, all those curls have no tension, supposedly. Look. It's the exact opposite. It has maximal tension at the bottom when the arm is extended, when the shoulder is extended. Oh yeah, and the shoulder extends behind you, but instead of just extending behind you, the shoulder also abducts like this, you see? Now, I've talked about this a bunch of times, but there's a muscle in your arm, right here, in here. It's called a coracobrachialis. It kind of sits there in between your tricep and bicep, around the armpit. It's it's a small muscle. You guys have probably never heard of it, but it's a muscle. It's real. It contributes to your arm size, the inside of your arm. It's like the brachialis contributes to the outside of your arm. The coracobrachialis contributes to the inside of your arm. So therefore, why wouldn't you train it? Right? Wouldn't you want to train the arm muscles to look bigger and better? Anyway, I'm rambling. And also, I'll send some stuff into the comment section, Instagram posts from our good friend Kasim from N1. He's already talked about this angle before. This angle is really great for the proximal short head, supposedly, the proximal everything. Just like incline curls are great for the long head and the short head. This is great for the short head in the proximal region. So, I'm going to show you guys how I incorporate the Dr. Idiot curl into my training. I'm going to show you guys that you can load this, that it's not some, pencil neck, no weight having ass, weight like lift. You don't lift this with light weights. You can lift this with real weights, unlike the lying supine dumbbell curl that you know, you guys are so big on the one where, like, if you have 30-pound dumbbells, they hit the floor and you can't even lock out your arms or extend the shoulder or anything. No, this is the opposite. You can load it up quite high, very high. And if you can't load it up, you can take an incline. And when you take an incline, you can load it up. You can load it up on the cable. You can do it on the pec deck. Oh yeah. And I should make that video on the pec deck as well, because the pec deck is the greatest bicep compound exercise there is. Not the chin up, not the deadlift, even though that was on a tier list for, you know. It's the pec deck. The pec deck is the greatest bicep compound lift, arguably one of the greatest bicep lifts and chest lift, but for the same reasons. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm just going to show you. So here you have it. As you can see, it's exactly like I claimed it to be. At the bottom, the weight is really far from your elbow joint. The weight is really far from your shoulder joint. It's got maximal tension. Oh yeah, quick tip for you guys. If you guys want even more tension at the bottom, raise your elbow up. Use your chest and your shoulders to raise the elbow up and then extend in front of you. That way, instead of extending below the midline of your body, below parallel with your body, you extend parallel to your body. And this is the greatest distance between the dumbbell and the elbow and the shoulder when the weight is in this position. If you can lock it out completely in this position, that is the greatest torque on the elbow, on the shoulder. But when you come down like so, you get a lot of stretch. So you get a combination of tension and stretch. So it isn't like the dumbbell versus preacher curl conundrum where, oh, preacher curls have more tension in the bottom and the long muscle length, but incline curls have longer muscle length but less tension in the bottom. No, this is the combination. This is maximal length, maximal tension. It's the best. Dr. Mike's dumbbell, it's not a dumbbell press, or dumbbell curl, my bad. His Dr. Idiot curl lift is the best dumbbell, or the best curl, period. It's better than incline curls, it's better than preacher curls, it's better than his other lift. It's the best. So you see, guys, you guys who are so mad, you guys who got so butthurt in my comments about nothing, you see, you guys don't have to be fangirls getting butthurt that I didn't say his lift was the best in the world, because I did. I just did. You see, and before you guys complain about cables, you can do this on cables. You can do this on a peg deck. You can do this with dumbbells. You can do it with kettlebells. You see? It's the best. This is the best lift. The Dr. Idiot curl. And he gave it such a spectacular name. What can't you say about it? What's more to love? This lift is perfect. It's perfect, guys. And those are 40s, by the way. And this is not even my first lift. So hypothetically, I could be doing 45s instead of the 40s. I could be doing the 50s instead of the 40s. I could be going up to 55, 60. And if I couldn't do it on the flat, I could do it on the incline. You just raise it up slightly. You get up higher, you have more range of motion. It's the best, guys. So when you guys come into my comments, I better see you guys telling me, oh, this is really smart. Dr. Mike is so smart, and so are you, and so are you, because you're the one who highlighted it for all of you guys who didn't know about it, who are so much smarter than me, who tell me what I need to know, even though I know everything. See? It's the best lift. And if you got a problem with that, why don't you go take it up with Dr. Mike? Why don't you take it up with Dr. Mike and tell him, oh, your lift is stupid. Why would you recommend it? Right? It's the same lift. And don't you dare claim that his cable version is distinct from this version. It's the same damn thing. It's the same damn thing. This is harder in the bottom, easier in the top. It's perfect. Perfect resistance curve. perfect stretch, perfect torque, perfect everything. It's the S tier bicep lift that nobody puts in their tier list. I don't know why. This, better than preacher curls, better than incline curls, better. It's the best. The best. All right? Deal with it. I'm out.